They're taking your vision and making it a reality. Here at Atomic Motors, whether you're looking to buy a car or renovate your car, they are sitting on 5 acres of everything that you need. I'm getting behind the wheel of 5 of some of the most beautiful classic cars. I'm showing it to you coming up on The Lot.
From around the Las Vegas Valley, 5 Drive TV is on The Lot at Atomic Motors.
Atomic Motors Classic Cars and Motorcycles is a sanctuary for automotive enthusiasts and connoisseurs of all things vintage. Atomic Motors is your one-stop destination for classic vehicle restoration, sales, and consignment.
Thank you for being here, and welcome to the wonderful world of Atomic Motors.
Dr. Atomic says it's home to so much more than just cars. This space is massive. We're in just one of the few rooms that you have.
This room is only 9,500 square feet. We also have parties. We have a huge event menu that people can pick out, come down, rent the room. There's over 5,000 framed art pieces throughout the property. There's over 5 acres. We have 368 cars and over 100 classic motorcycles. If you are an airplane enthusiast, we have airplanes, over 410 models, but more exciting than that, we have 2 full-size airplanes. Something for everybody. But wait, you said, are there boats? We do have boats. We have a world record class boat, and we have choo-choo trains. There's a choo-choo running all the time in the front room. So don't be bashful. If you like classic cars, if you like motorcycles, Nicole, make sure that you bring your family, and everyone out there bring their family down. We're open 7 days a week, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2, Monday through Friday, 8 until 5.
Located in Henderson on West Sunset Road, Atomic Motors features 4 climate-controlled showrooms, Dr. Atomic's Fusion Emporium, and more. You're not just here to look at the cars, you can restore cars here as well, do the renovations, all of that. Tell me a little bit about that.
That's really exciting. We never wanted to do it, but we were forced to do it. Give you an example, we do full engine rebuilds that have a warranty. Even the cars we sell have a 2-year, 24-month warranty on them. You know, don't beat me up on the price, you get a warranty. But the best part is all the men. There are 37 men here and women. One lady runs the whole place. That's my lovely bride. That's Kat. She runs the whole joint. But all these people restore cars every day. Engines, paint, upholstery. If you ever need upholstery, even a chair, a headboard, we do all kinds of upholstery here. You got a car, the driver's lumbar is wearing, you do that. A tune-up, oil changes, we do everything. We have 39 lifts, with the largest we know of on this part of the continent. So if you have a classic car or a modern car, we change oil on new Mercedes-Benzes all the time. We're a bargain and we're fun to visit.
I love that a woman runs this shop, probably also why the cars are so beautiful. You have to visit Atomic Motors to believe it.
If you think about cars, they haven't changed much. Early 1900s, late 1800s, a car had 4 wheels, a steering wheel or a tiller, had a braking mechanism and engine. That's the exact same we have today. They had electric cars way back when. Now we have electric cars again. So we have cars everywhere from 1917 right now all the way up to new Ferraris, and think about Lexuses. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite cars, the SC430. Every Mercedes SL you can think of. All these different cars. Now we have trucks. You know, a lot of people like trucks from the 50s. We have 57 Chevys. We have 46 Fords. We have beautiful Lincolns. Any kind of car that you ever wanted as a child or a young adult, and you thought, if I get a job and I work really hard, I can get one. You can do it here because my wife has set it up. If you qualify, you can get 15-year financing, so your payment's little bitty baby payment. So it makes it easy for you. I believe we can get a better payment than most any new car.
I love that. And big, small, it doesn't matter. Atomic Motors has it all. It's iconic. It's the 1957 Chevy. And before we get into talking all about it with Dr. Atomic, you do dyno testing.
Yes, we have a beautiful dynamometer here. We have trained men that take your car, will retune the car, especially if you've maybe put in a fuel injection unit at home, it doesn't seem to run right, or you got a carburetor, you can't get tuned in right. Any car, bring it in, we'd be happy to dyno tune it for you. And we do dyno tuning Monday through Friday from 8 to 5.
And let's talk about the 1957 Chevy that we're standing by. Walk me through what this is, because it, like I said, classic, iconic. When you think of the 50s, this is it.
Yes, it's absolutely fabulous. 2-time national show winner. This car has an Art Morrison chassis. Art Morrison is a fabulous frame builder. When this car was built, it went down to just a shell. It's called rotisserie restoration. Of course, it does have fuel injected big block 502. It is a 5-speed manual transmission, which is just fabulous because it's fun to still have it stick shift. Of course, 4-wheel disc brakes. The best of everything went into this car. Full leather interior, air conditioner, power steering, power brakes. It's about a 2,000 to 2,300 hour restoration. Now, to talk about restoration quickly, Most people shouldn't do a restoration. Restorations in the world today should cost between $400,000 to $600,000. Just think of it this way: if it takes 2,000 hours to 3,000 hours to restore a car, at 2,000 hours at $200 an hour, it's $400,000 just in labor. That doesn't include parts. I always suggest people, and we just did a beautiful Mustang for a couple. It was her first Mustang. It was probably a $300,000 or $400,000 restoration. I asked them 100 times not to restore the car. Well, guess what? They still restored the car, right? So they could have bought that same car done for $50,000, $60,000, but that's what they wanted. We do have 37 men here that do these restorations. This was well over $500,000 to restore this car. Unless it's a family heirloom or something you want, buy it done.
I say we get in and we see what kind of restorations you really did to it.
That sounds great.
Yeah, these cars, very few cars in the world are at this level to be built this well. It's a pure performance car. It's built to be able to either drag race, or you could even circuit track course race this if you wanted to. I can't imagine taking a show car like this to race it, but you could.
Now let's talk about a classic car. I like to ask people who love classic cars what they constitute as a classic car.
Using the official term, a full classic typically is a car from the brass era up to about 1942. It has to be a senior series car, but it became very loose term. Anything that's probably more than 20, 30 years old, or anything that is a car that is unique or special, low production, maybe a car that has a very special body styling. Here's some strange classics. Do you remember the Seinfeld's episode where they had the John Voight car?
Okay.
Well, that was just a little K car, right?
Uh-huh.
And the little K car is an interesting car. It was made by Chrysler, obviously, and was not expensive, but they made these little Woodies. What most people don't realize is that these cars were only 400 or 500 ever made a year. So very low production car. So it makes it very difficult for anyone to actually own one. We actually specialize in restoring them, and we have a really good collection of those. It's really weird, but it's a popular car. Is it really a classic? I don't know. It's a unique specialty car, but I guess it's in the eye of the beholder, right?
Eye of the beholder, and this one looks like a beauty, drives like a beauty. On the lot, we'll be right back.
You're watching 5 Drive TV on the lot at Atomic Motors.
Cars might be the bread and butter of Atomic Motors, but so are these, because they have motors in them too. Dr. Atomic back with me now. And before we get into the Rewaco trikes, this room, just one of the few rooms that you have on site, but it wasn't always intended to just hold the trikes.
That's true. This was originally a tire shop. You'd go into a tire shop, you'd go into a small office, they would say what kind of tires you want, you'd get them put on, and individual bays with pony walls. Now, we've been here 11 and a half years, and we've never had a day without construction. This is true. Matter of fact, we just got the backdrop from the Jersey Boys down on the strip. It was great play down there. So when you come in, you're going to see over 5,000 oil paintings. This room is no exception. We put the windows in, put the doors in, and we just made it fun for families and friends from around the world and around the neighborhood to come visit.
And you know what? Tires still hanging out in this shop because we're sitting on these really great trikes, 3 tires here. But let's talk about the Rewacos. Tell me about this trike.
Well, for 26 years, these Rewacos have been made in Germany. Now, in Germany, they have a very high standard of perfection, much like a Mercedes or any other German product. There are 1.5-liter Mitsubishi turbos, and remember, they're fun to ride because they're automatic and they have analog brakes. They have a great warranty on them. Come in, we get you set up. Takes about 30-40 minutes. If we're fast, we can get you on the road and you're out having fun. And when you get it dirty, don't forget to bring it back, because what do we have here at Atomic Motors? The #1, the finest, the very best car detail facility anywhere in Las Vegas. We have super bright lights, we got the best guys, we color sand and buff, we do color match, we do upholstery, we do everything to keep your car and your Rewaco trike pretty.
And let's talk about the color matching, because these Rewacos come in some absolutely beautiful colors that I don't think you can find anywhere.
No, you're correct. Absolutely correct. You will not find these colors anywhere else, and we have a big catalog online, and if you don't find the color you want, we'll custom paint it.
And speaking of the customizations, you can also customize these to the specs that you actually want, right?
That's correct. You can have a two-seater or a three-seater. You can have a place for seat belts. You can have a full stereo system or no stereo system. The sky's the limit.
And you were telling me these actually go pretty fast. Tell me
Yes.
how fast they can go.
A person on a racetrack on a closed course could easily do 110 plus miles an hour.
Now, we won't be doing that down the regular road, but it's fun to keep in mind the wind and the hair, the summertime, with a couple buddies too, I think.
That's correct. They're just fun. Get them on the road, set the cruise control at the set speed limit at 65, 70, whatever it might be, and go cross country and have fun.
And like you mentioned, someone can come in here and go home with one of these today. So remind everyone again the best way to come in, take a look at all the things that you have on site.
You bet. It's 704 West Sunset Road. Just come on down 89011. We're in Henderson, and we're over close to the Galleria Mall. It's fun to visit. And remember, Saturdays and Sundays, they also get free donuts.
Free donuts, and you never know. You can come in, do a little browsing, and possibly go home with a new Rewaco. We're standing here with the Ferrari Testarossa. This is the car when it comes to cars. Dr. Atomic here to tell us all about it. Now walk me through this beauty. What makes this the Ferrari of all Ferraris?
All during the 80s, if you are old enough to remember the 80s, or if you go back and look at pictures or movies, in the bedroom of every teenage boy, some girls, you'll see a poster of either a Ferrari Testarossa or a Lamborghini Countach. One of those two. That was it. This is a flat 12, like a 512 Boxer, and it's fuel injected. Extremely dependable car. Where the earlier ones that had carburetors, maybe not as dependable if you think about the amount of maintenance it takes to keep them in tune. This car is easy to own. You just turn the key, drive it off, acts like a Toyota, goes like a Ferrari. So it's a beautiful car to own, and in my opinion, it's something as a blue chip car will continue to go up. It's a great investment, and of course we have 15-year financing on these cars.
And when you say blue chip, what exactly does that mean?
In my opinion, that is anything that is going to go up in value, not down. Remember, there's 8.5 billion people out there. They only produced a little over 7,000 of these cars ever. So in 1988, they made about 1,077 of these cars. So think about that. Of a billion people, very few people on the entire planet, less than a zip code could ever own one of these on the whole planet. So that's why you buy something, whether it's a Mona Lisa or Ferrari Testarossa, you buy something that is good when you start and good when you finish.
So we're talking pretty rare here, and I think I'm going to take the opportunity and get behind the wheel with you.
That sounds great. Let's go for a drive. Now, Ms. Nicole, I think that this will be a fine car for you to start learning to drive stick shift on.
I wouldn't be mad. I mean, jumping in a Ferrari on a Monday, absolutely beautiful. Why do you think people are so drawn to these cars?
8.5 million people on the planet. You've got around 1,000 of these ever produced, 1,077 this year. And it's a car that just makes you happy to look at it. It just says, I want to be seen, I want to have fun, I want to be dependable, I want to take you somewhere where you want to go.
That's the thing about these cars is they are dependable. I know people might just think, oh, they're fast and pretty, but they're actually great cars to drive around in and have a good time in.
That's right, you can drive them daily, especially one like this. It's a flat 12, it's fuel injected. It's a car that you'll never have a problem with compared to some of the other carbureted cars.
And you mentioned some of the features in here. It's obviously a stick shift, but it's a gated stick shift. What does that do for the car?
Well, that's so you can't crash box the transmission. You can't go into the wrong gear. You can't, you know, and you really should just pause between each, just a little bit of pause, drop it into the next gear. If you take a look down here, I'm going to just go into the next gated area.
Okay.
See how I paused just a second?
Uh-huh.
It always drops into the next gear correctly.
Love it.
It's just a beautiful piece of machinery.
To check out any of the classic cars, trikes, and more that you've seen here today, visit Atomic Motors, located in Henderson on West Sunset Road, or start your search online at atomicmotors.net. On the lot, we'll be right back.
You're watching 5 Drive TV on the lot at Atomic Motors.
Now, if I could own any classic car, it'd be this one. And better yet, it's a show winner, just like Dr. Atomic is. And you know what? We have to talk about it. It's a beautiful car, a winner for many reasons. Let's talk about why.
1955 Chevrolet Cameo. Very unique car to begin with. Fiberglass box on the back. Unique, built in the same factory that the Corvettes were. It was very early technology for a Corvette to have fiberglass and Chevrolet. So, of course, Chevrolet Corvette was not the first car with a fiberglass body.
And let's talk about the engine under the hood too, because it's big, but it's beautiful.
Yes, big, 455, fuel injected. It's a factory engine you buy from Mr. Goodwrench. It's a beautifully restored car, but not any more beautiful than what? Our new beautiful gift store. I know you wanted to mention that, and that's Dr. Atomic's Fusion Emporium.
Okay, let's talk more about this gift store, because when you come through here, you're gonna see all the cars, which are great. You're gonna see more of the motorcycles that you have, but you set foot in this gift shop and you are transported back in time.
Yes, you are. We build spaceships and rockets. We have over 5,000 items. Denise is a curator in there, and if there's something you've always wanted, let's say it's something from Harry Potter, or it's something from the Ghostbusters, or it's something from Planet 9. They've got everything you can imagine in there. They also have candies, and treats, all kinds of fun stuff. So it's something for the family to visit. It takes a few hours to get to the Emporium. It's something everybody should see.
But that's what this place is for. It's for the families. You do great events on Sundays as well. Little cars to match the big cars, right?
That's right. Every Saturday and Sunday, of course, we're open 10 to 2, free donuts, but on Sunday special. When you were small, did you ever do Pine Derby racing? Many people did. We have folks in their 80s that are out here on Sundays. They get free pizza. When it runs out, so get in quick. Be here at noon for the hot pizza. But they have Pine Derby racing. We have an official time track. We set it up, we have a lot of fun, and there's always a big crowd.
And now I want to bring it back to this beauty right here. It's a resto mod. Let's talk more about restorations, because you actually do that here on site.
Yes, 37 men here, of course, all run by my beautiful wife, Kat. Yes, it's absolutely fabulous. We have a great team of people. We would have painted this truck, we would have done all the chrome. We took the truck off of the chassis, we cleaned the chassis, we strengthened it, we boxed the chassis, and we put a new modern suspension under it, coilovers, and a 4-link rear end. That way the car handles better. Of course, big disc brakes all the way around, typically hydro boost if it's going to be Willwood. But a car like this will have beautiful full leather interior, tilt wheel, air conditioner, power steering, and power brakes.
Basically drives like new is what it comes down to.
Better than what they had in 1955, I promise you.
Definitely. Now, someone can actually go home with this, which is kind of the nice part about coming down to Atomic Motors. You're not just coming to look at a beautiful car, you're coming to possibly go home with one.
They're all for sale, and we do take trades, so we look forward to the trade, and if there's something we can take in trade, we will. If we can't, we'll maybe send you in the right direction to get it liquidated somewhere else. But it's not a problem. We have beautiful financing, up to 15 years on approved credit, and they all come with a warranty.
Check out the gift shop as well on the way in and take a tour of all the other amazing things that they have here at Atomic Motors. On the lot, we'll be right back.
You're watching 5 Drive TV on the lot at Atomic Motors.
Have you ever watched a movie and thought, I wish I could get behind the wheel of one of those? Well, here at Atomic Motors, chances are you probably can. Dr. Atomic with me now, along with Burt Reynolds, because we're standing in front of the Trans Am, made popular by Smokey and the Bandit.
That's right, a Bandit edition. A turbo Bandit edition, unlike the standard one you think of with the 4-speed and the shaker hood, 40 or less were ever produced. As you know, they were built by Trans Am Specialties outside of the Pontiac Motor Division. They're all nomenclatured, they're all traced all the way from day one till now. We know where they are, and this is a real one. This is a great turbo Trans Am 4.9 liter, 1981. It's just a hoot to drive. They drive great, by the way. They look cool, but drive like a Cadillac. Think of that, with great suspension. And it's a car that you can get into. It's a blue chip collectible. It's only going to go up, in my opinion. It's a great car.
Now, speaking of authentic, real, really cool to look at, one of these is signed.
Yes, we have 2 of these here. One is signed, the 4-speed car. This one spent its life in a garage, so it didn't get to the show to get signed. A lot of people who buy cars like Cobras and stuff would have had maybe someone like Shelby sign the car for them. It was just an extra layer of saying it's real. Of course, this one we have the VIN number and we have the original window sticker to prove what it is.
Now we're gonna get behind the wheel of this, and while we do that, we're gonna talk about some of the other really cool cars that have been seen in movies here.
All right, this is just a beautiful piece of machinery. 1981 Trans Am. It's hard to believe that it exists. It does have 109,070 miles on it, 700 miles, but it's been beautifully restored. At about 100,000 miles, the car went into the shop
Our shop did most of the work on it and just made it just beautiful. It's been painted, it's been upholstered, the driveline's all been gone through and rebuilt. It's a car that has new tires. It has the original turbo wheels.
Let's talk about the T-top.
The T-top's awesome. You know, in the movies, and I think they made 5 of these, didn't they? 5 Smoking the Bandits?
Something like that, yeah.
I think they made 5 of them. He always had the T-top off, and he was always laughing. You know, it was like, ha ha, or something like that. You know, and you know, of course, Sally Fields was his counterpart in that movie, and you know, growing up with that, it was just really a big bunch of fun that everybody enjoyed watching it. You know, because it was fun because he was out running the law all the time. Remember?
Yeah.
In The Bandit. He's the bandit, right?
Right. And let's talk about some of the other vehicles that people may have seen in movies that you have on site.
There's another Pontiac. It's a Firebird, and it is a car from a movie called Booksmart, and that's really a fun car. And that particular car, I think Booksmart was a 2020 or 2021 movie, but it was fun. It was the Jock's car, so it's blue with flames. So if you ever look that up, or if you go to our website, you'll see that that's the car that the Jock drove. You know, some of the other movie cars we've owned over the years is we did one that was a car that was owned by Brad, not owned by him, but the movie studio that Brad Pitt did. What was the name of that movie with the Hollywood, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Ah, love it.
It was a beautiful 68 Pontiac Firebird. It's owned locally now. That was a car that came in from us. But if a person ever really wants a movie car, just call us. We have contacts in Hollywood. And remember, not all movies are shot in Hollywood. They're shot all over the world. But if you want one, let us know. I've always wanted a monkey mobile or whatever it is. And if we can't get it, we can make a duplicate of it. Ta-da, makes sense, right?
Right. We just showed you 5 of some of the most beautiful classic cars that they have here at Atomic Motors in Henderson. Come on down, sit behind one, and maybe leave with one too.
The opinions, advice, and information provided by any sponsor in this program is solely that of the applicable sponsor and should not be seen as an endorsement by the On the Lot Show, 5 Drive TV, or Fox 5.